So from since then you have never changed to other industry.
Yes, 30 years already in this industry.
So what is the most fun part of this industry that keep you go on in this industry for a long time? And what is your characteristic that you think fit this industry the most?
Okay, so basically I love technology. Right, I'm interested in technology since I study. Even though I'm not graduated from IT-related kind of course, right? I graduated from the business administration, majoring in marketing. But I always took the elective course, right, on computer programming. Right, that's why I start my first career in the computer industry, and which means that what's fascinating me is technology, and also you asked about my characteristic, right? I'm the very eager to learn kind of people. From 30 years ago until now, IT industry is changing very, very fast, especially in the past 2 years after the pandemic. It's changing a lot, right? Which means that I myself, I cannot stop learning. I have to learn myself, right? So when I understand technology, I can help my customer better, right? To use technology to solve their business problem, and also IT industry is so dynamic. We talk about a digital transformation or transform the business, right, for many kind of organization. IT business also need to transform, right? As I said, Dell Technologies 35 years ago we are selling hardware, computers, server, and we become the IT end-to-end solution provider in the past many years, and we are look forward to be the end-to-end as a services for infrastructure as well. Yeah, so it's very dynamic.
And that keep you.
Yeah, that keep me exciting every day.
Okay.
I don't think I can work in the industry that maybe the pace is slower.
Yeah.
IT industry pace is much faster, right? So it excites me every day.
I wrote your interview earlier, and I really impressed what you said. What brought you here? What bring you there? Something like this.
Yeah.
So.
What get you here won't take you there, right? Because if you enjoy with the success you have for the past many years, and you are not develop yourself further or change or challenge the status quo, is not sure that you can start from here to the future success, right? So that's why you have to be a good learner. You need to adopt a new thing. You have to be dynamic yourself, and you have to continue to evolving your skill, right? So you'll be able to, having a bright future. Yeah.
So Dell, as a company, has to invest in training, learning of the employees.
Yes, right. So I think this is the part of our DNA. In every quarter, right? So we also having the cost for our seller to learn as well, right? So they have to also evolve their skill, develop their skill as well, because there's always a new thing coming, right, in IT industry. So we need to make sure that our team member, our seller, is up to date in terms of technologies. Not just learning on the hardware, technical skill. We also having a lot of soft skill. Like in every year we have the ethics and compliance. I'm not sure you know that. We've got the most ethical company award for the 7 consecutive years, right? And part of this thing, we are having a training course for our employee every year, so they have to complete this course. So they can, entitle for, the merit adjustment, right, or promotion as well. Yeah. This is kind of a basic requirement, right? Yeah.
So those countries are for your business trip, but for your own travel, which country that you went to and you loved the most?
There are 2 countries that I love to have my personal trip, right? Japan is one. You know, because I love Japanese food. I love culture, exploring the cultures and things like that. You know, and Japan is very near, right? So it's like 6 hours, 5-6 hours you can reach there.
Yep.
Another country I like to travel to is US.
Yes.
You know, because I love driving in US, right? From city to another city. My longest drive is from Las Vegas to San Francisco. It took me like 12 hours. I didn't realize that. You know, watching from the map is so near, right? But it took you like 12 hours to drive from Las Vegas to San Francisco. But it's very good experiences.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
Oh my God.
By myself. You know, but the longest.
You decided to drive, to have a drive because to experience.
I want to explore, right? You know, and experiences. Yeah, and driving in US is very exciting, right? Yeah.
When next time?
That is like 4 years ago. Yeah. And the longest trip I ever made is Brazil.
Brazil.
Yeah, I went to the city named Porto Alegre, right? It is the southmost of Brazil. It took me like 40 hours travel, you know, from Thailand, transit in Japan.
40?
Yeah, 40.
On the plane?
On the plane.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's really, tiring, right, trip, right? From Thailand to Tokyo to New York, New York to Sao Paulo, and you have to take the a local flight, right, from Sao Paulo to Porto Alegre. 40 hours. That's a business trip.
Because you're not in charge of Brazil.
Yeah, that trip is mean to sharing best practices, right? In Porto Alegre, having a call center, looking after Brazil market, and also we have a manufacturing site as well in Brazil. So I went there with my boss at that time, many years back, and a few colleagues from Singapore and Malaysia. We went together and sharing business management system, right? Exchange the best practices that we experience in our region to Latin American region. And the most exciting part is the way back, because in Brazil everyone speak Portuguese, and very few of them speak English. Even on the plane, on the local plane, they actually announce everything in Portuguese. Yeah.
Explain about that. How to be that trusted partner and what's the important.
Yes. I have to share with you first, right? In the past, when we create Dell business, right? I think many people may heard about Dell direct model, right? We are cutting middleman, right? When we start up the business and selling directly to the end customer, right? But almost 15 years ago, we changed the business model. We adopt the hybrid approach. By start doing business with channel partners. So we creating channel business. Like in Thailand, almost 100% of our business is a channel business, right? And most of the country in my region is 100% channel business. Right. So in order to change the perception, right, direct meaning that we are the competitors of our channel partner, right? You have to build trust. When you build trust, it's meaning that you have to walk the talk, right? Whatever you say, whatever you commit, you have to prove them by the action, right? I think for me, the most important thing to gain trust from partners or from whoever is deliver your commitment, sincerity, respect, right? And also willing to support them when they have the issue. So that's how you can gain trust. Trust may not be able to gain just one day, but you have to prove it day by day, month by month, year by year. Then the trust level is increasing. When you have trust, now it's easier to do business. Yeah, the business will come later.
Can you explain a little bit more about channel partner?
Channel partner meaning that instead of like me selling something to you, this is direct, right? But if I selling to one of the my reseller and the reseller is selling to you, we call this as a channel partner, right? In our system, we have distributor who distributed our product and services to a reseller, and then reseller selling to the end customer. We call this ecosystem as a channel partner ecosystem. Yes.
And Dell has this model
Yes,
in every
yes.
market.
In every market. In a bigger market, like a more mature market like US, is more hybrid, meaning that we also having a direct business and we also having a channel business. When we have two business coexist, you even need to more careful about trust, right? You know, if you break the commitment, the customer will remember, the partner will remember, you know, that you break the commitment, right? So, but in my market, as I said, almost 100% is a channel business. So I don't have that problem. But even though I have to be very careful in terms of deliver the commitment as well, not just for me, but for my team as well. So this is the most important. Yeah.